If you had asked me when I was 16 what the point of life was, I would have said jacking off and avoiding people. But 6 years later, I have a little bit of a better answer to that, and that is I think the point of life is to see what you can accomplish. I think it is one of the most satisfying things ever to get better at stuff and then eventually achieve the things you want to achieve. But the big question is, how do you do this? I'm only 22. I'm not claiming to have the answers to life, but there is one big thing that recently, like in the last year or so, has drastically improved my ability to get better at things and to achieve things. And that one human feature, that human attribute that helps in basically every way is the ability to focus. Focus. Locking your mind into something, avoiding distractions, and being able to focus on getting better, focus on improving, and actually devoting your life to something worthwhile. All you need to do that is focus. But we live in a pretty distracted world and it can be hard to focus. So I'm going to be going over the two-part process that has helped me really dial in my focus into achieving the things I want in life. And just a disclaimer, personally for me, the two things I want to get good at, one is YouTube and one is powerlifting. Those are the two things I'm really trying to focus on in my life and be the best I can be. But it can be anything. If for you it's weight loss, a certain sport, a relationship, focus will help with literally anything. So apply it to whatever's the most applicable to your life. But anyway, there's two parts to focus, and you can't do the second part without the first part. So let's start with part one, and that is a why. And not the letter Y, the word why, W-H-Y. You need a good reason to focus. Because if you don't have a reason, think of the reason as the root to your tree of focus. You can't have a tree without roots. Well, I guess you can, but it would probably fall down. So the foundation, the roots of your focus is going to be, why do I want to focus? And when you're thinking about finding your why you should focus on something, you need to think big picture. Why do I want this in my life? So in my case, why do I want to get very good at YouTube? Why do I want to achieve as much as I can in YouTube? Well, because, there's two reasons for me. One of it is I really enjoy it and I really enjoy getting better at it. But secondly, I want to make a career out of doing something I love and I want to be able to provide for a future family with that career. Now that is a good enough reason of why I want to focus, so that every single day I wake up and I can want to focus. Because if you build the thing you want to get good at around not good why, not good purpose, it's not going to be able to hold up. I'll give you an example. There's one guy I saw on Instagram who's going through like a weight loss journey, which is great, but he said the reason he wants to go through this weight loss journey and lose weight is so he can start having casual sex again, because I guess he's very fat and he can't have sex. But that's not a great foundation to lead your weight loss on, because what if you wake up and you that day you don't have the urge to have sex? Are you seriously gonna be able to focus on that weight loss every single day if that's your motivation? I feel like a much better motivation to lose weight and be healthy would be so you can live longer and have a nice life with the people in your life. Because you just need to, I'm kind of rambling at this point. I don't even know where I'm at this point. I hope this is making sense to you guys. But you need a good reason to focus on whatever you want to focus on. If you say you want to focus on your career, but the only reason you want to be successful in your career is to make a lot of money, to impress people, what if you wake up one day and don't have the urge to impress people? Then where are you going to find your focus from? You need a really good reason to focus on something. So whatever it is you want to get good at in life, find a good reason to do it. Find something that every single day, no matter what your mood is, you can rely on that reason, that why, that purpose, and it's going to help you focus a lot no matter the circumstance. So that's part one, is finding your reason to focus. Now part two is the actual doing it, and the key to being able to focus is get rid of all the noise, the distractions. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we live in a very distracting world, and I'm going to go over the different types of distractions and how to get rid of them. But if you can get rid of the distractions in your life, all that is left is focus, and it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to go over the different types of distractions. The first is people. Some people are just going to distract you, and this isn't a bad thing all the time. I mean, it's good to have a break from whatever you're working on. It's good to enjoy the presence of others. But the bad when this goes bad is when there's people who don't care about what you want. The people in your life who have you there for selfish purposes because they don't really care about what you want to accomplish. They just want to hang out with you. If you have, a bad influence who just wants to go out and drink and party and gamble or whatever all the time, and they don't really care about what you're accomplishing, that is going to be a huge distraction. They're going to basically eat up some of that time that could be spent focusing on doing that thing that you really want to accomplish. So people can distract you. Like I said, not all people. Just make sure people are aware of the fact that you want to do something with your life. And as long as they don't interfere with that, they won't be a distraction. But it does happen that people will distract you from what you want. So I just wanted to get people out of the way before I get to the bigger thing, which is, I don't exactly know the word for it, but it's this thing. It's the goddamn phone. But it's not, the physical phone right here that's distracting you. It's every goddamn thing that's on it. There's so many things on your phone, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but all of the social media apps, every single one of them, they have an algorithm designed to take away your attention. I mean, literally, how the algorithms work, and I know this because I post a lot on social media, whatever gets the most watch time and I think it's replay value or something like that. But whatever attaches viewers the most will be pushed out in the algorithm. So everything you see on your recommended feed on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, all of it is things that definitely will be getting your attention. So I'm not saying social media is bad. I'm not saying you shouldn't go on it at all. But if you're in a place where you're trying to accomplish something, you're trying to get something done, keep the phone away from you, because there is nothing but hell on this thing. Believe me, I've been a social media user for goddamn almost 10 years at this point, and it just sucks away so much of your focus. And it's not even just the social media apps. Like everywhere you go, there's ads that are people like, oh, do this, buy this, download this. It always wants you to do different things because it claims to have some sort of benefit for you. Oh, download my waifu simulator because she'll make you feel less lonely. Oh, buy this product because it'll rapidly improve your life. 95% of the time, all of that is horse shit, and it's distracting you from what you really need to get done. So that's a big thing. Cutting out all the social media and the nonsense that comes along with it is going to help you focus a lot. And then lastly is your environment, where what surrounds you in general. I'm not just talking about your physical environment, your mental environment, literally everything. What surrounds you? Are you in a room with a bunch of distractions? Do you have video games ready to play? Do you have things to look at all the time that are distracting you from what you actually want? The best thing I can say is put yourself in an environment where you're going to focus. If you're trying to get really good at reading, you should probably go to a library, not, wherever you go to read right now. If you're trying to get better at, exercise in the gym, you should put yourself in athletic environments as much as possible. Changing your environment can have a gigantic effect on your ability to focus. Because as I said in the beginning, it's all about focus. You just need to lock in. And my goodness, the difference between when you're locked in and when you're not is incredible. If you're not locked in, maybe you have 30 minutes of half-assed work in a day. If you're locked in, maybe you have 2 hours of full-assed work in a day. So that's doing the math of half-assing versus assing and the differences of minutes. That's an 8 times increase of work you get done just by focusing for 2 hours instead of half-assing it for a half hour. And believe me, those will compound over time and give you incredible results. So believe me, no matter who you are, you can accomplish great things in life. All you need to do is focus. So when this video is over, I don't want you to swipe out and go watch a documentary about, some weird Reddit guy for an hour. I need you to go lock in and focus. So go do that for me. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Get out of here.